Let's go live now to Athens. John Psaropoulos is there. John, what are the chances of the government losing this vote?
Well, the vote that comes in a few hours is really the opening shot in this government's race to prove to the European Union and its other creditors that it really does mean to implement Greece's commitments that accompany its rescue loan. And we've had 3 weeks now since the election. That time has been taken up partly with the Prime Minister's eye operation, partly with efforts to find a finance minister. There have been delays in just getting this government off the ground. So the government is now doubly in a hurry to prove that it is going to, this coming week, start doing business, streamlining the state, implementing reforms, and showing Brussels that even though it intends to renegotiate the bailout program to give itself a 2-year extension on balancing the budget and bring that to 2016, it intends to also show that it's going to implement steps that have been demanded by Greece's creditors first. And the drill bit in that policy is going to be the privatisation program that you just mentioned. That is the easiest and quickest way possible for the government now to show that it does mean business.
But John, 3 weeks in and the government's facing a vote of confidence. That doesn't bode well, does it?
Well, no. The vote of confidence is a technicality. It's something that all incoming governments face after a general election. It's just coming a very long time after the election, as you point out. And that is because of the problems and delays we've had along the way. The real trouble, though, will come in the nature of the opposition the government's likely to face. And we've seen signs of what that will be. Syriza, the radical left-wing main opposition party, has said this privatization program, which is worth ultimately perhaps 50 billion euros, something like as much as $70 billion, is a fire sale. And going down this path is actually going to speed up the failure of the policy outlines that have been handed to Greece by its creditors to bring the economy back on track. That is the argument of the opposition. It is clear that they are going to fight hard to make the government look bad, to make the government look as though it is wrong to sell national companies, in some cases monopolies, to liberalize markets and professions, and it is going to, in some way, try and make the government appear to be selling out to more powerful economies, more powerful economic interests in the public and the private sectors in the European Union. That's where the real trouble lies. If people lose faith in the government's privatization policy and public opinion comes behind the opposition, that's where the trouble will really come into play.
All right, John, many thanks indeed. John Psaropoulos, live in Athens.